All right. So thank you guys for joining us. I just got back from baseball practice with my kiddos, so I'm always in this as a fitness professional and athlete and mom of kiddos and all of that. So welcome to our somewhat casual presentation. My name is Lisa Olson, and I have a frog in my throat already. Excuse me, but I am a regional vice president and independent consultant with Arbonne, and I welcome you to our call with just getting to know a little bit more about Arbonne with some fitness professionals. So I love Arbonne. I'm super excited about it. We have Lisa Mariella on here and Cody Jameson on here as well. And the three of us are going to just kind of answer some common questions, so to speak, for that a lot of fitness professionals or fitness junkies or people may have about Arbonne. So I know Lisa Mariella, we met, shoot, I should think about this really hard, like back in 2007, 2008. So it's been a long time that we've known each other. We used to work together. We used to take walks on our lunch breaks. I was a personal trainer before that, actually, with Cody Jameson. Cody was my fitness manager when we worked together at more of a corporate gym. So it's kind of funny because I met Cody and worked with Cody in 2007, 2008, and then I left and went and worked with Lisa Mariella. So we're going to give a little intro about ourselves and just kind of tell you why we love Arbonne and the products in this business. So we'll keep that short. And then I'm going to kind of be the moderator and ask some questions. I'll answer some of them too. But if you guys have questions, either while we're going through or at the end, please feel free to ask us. So a little background about me. First, I am a former Division I 3-sport college athlete. I am an athlete at heart. I've always been into it. I ended up coaching at the college level as an assistant coach at the Division I level, as a head coach at the Division III level. Currently, I'm also a high school softball coach. I started my personal training career, like I said, with Cody back in 2007, I believe it was. And then I have owned my own fitness business. I'm a personal trainer. I've owned that for the past 9 years, about Olson Fitness. And I do personal training just out of my home. I am also a certified health coach and just really into nutrition, fitness, sports, all of those type of things. I fell in love with Arbonne about 7 years ago when I first did the 30 Days to Healthy Living program. I had amazing results myself. I'll talk about those results in a little bit later, but I just fell in love with it and was so passionate about it. I always thought that my fitness business would be the thing to take me out of the corporate world, because at the time I started my Arbonne business, I was actually a banker. And really what took me out of the corporate world and really being able to own my own schedule was this Arbonne business. So I still do both the fitness and the Arbonne at the same time. But if I was recommending meal plans and products and stuff like that to my clients anyway, why don't I make sure that I'm giving them the right stuff? And business-wise, it just made sense. Why would I send somebody to GNC or to wherever and buy these products from them, and that company makes money? Why couldn't I find a way to be able to make extra income in that sense too? Right? I don't know. It just makes sense. It feels kind of weird when you're trying to sell products and stuff to friends, but you're already telling them to go somewhere else. They're already buying it, right? So it just made sense for me to add Arbonne into my repertoire. So that's a little brief bio about me, but I'll give Lisa the wheel and give us a little bit of a bio about you and why you love the products and that kind of stuff, Lisa.
Sure. So I actually joined Arbonne because you told me about it. I was looking for something legitimate to do working from home because I got pregnant at the age of 40 and I really wanted to be present with my daughter. I didn't want to work in the corporate world anymore because I knew that meant that I was pretty much just a number and I wasn't going to be able to live my life around my daughter. So I actually didn't become, I'm actually kind of the opposite of you. I didn't become a fitness professional until I did the 30 Days to Healthy Living program. And I think we're going to talk about that a little bit more later about our results and everything. But I've always been athletic. I was a gymnast. I always went to the gym, but I didn't actually pursue my dream about becoming a fitness professional, a group fitness professional, until I got my, I felt so good after that 30 Days to Healthy Living program. So that's my dog, sorry. So I felt so good. I pursued that dream to become a group fitness instructor, and I'm still doing it today. And I absolutely love it. And the products, I love the Arbonne products because they are the cleanest out there. They taste amazing. And as Lisa said, you're recommending stuff anyway as a fitness professional. So why not recommend stuff that not only is awesome that you've seen results from, but also that is going to bring you in income, right? It just makes sense. And so the other thing about Arbonne, the products, they do what they say they're going to do. So when you have great results from the products you use, and of course you're going to want to keep using it, and of course you're going to want to recommend them to all your friends and family. So
perfect. I'm so glad you joined. So Cody, tell us a little bio about you.
Well, just like you, I was a college athlete. I played football. I ran track. I finished college, and what did I become? I became a personal trainer right out of the starting blocks, bright-eyed. I knew everything, you know what I mean? And so fast forward 20 years, 2002, I've helped a lot of people. I'm still a personal trainer. I wake up, my first clients, 5 a.m. I train all the way through until it's time to get the kids from school and take them to sports, One thing that I've learned along the way that is, even though I'm I'm their guy, I've trained some people 10, 11, 12 years. I've trained, I'm their guy. I'm a part of their journey, but their journey is not about me. And I learned that a long time ago, and it's so important. Let me explain that to you a little bit. So if I have a client that doesn't like a specific exercise, it hurts somewhere, and I'm going to check my ego, and I'm going to go out and I'm going to figure out, well, what can I do to get them to like what I like, or how am I going to figure out for them what to do inside of the gym? You know what I mean? And I'm going to do it. I've learned a lot having that type of mentality. But like I said, I help most of my people inside of the gym. Outside of the gym is a different story. I'm not with them 24/7. Some people are really good at nutrition and can manage it on their own. Myself and a few of my other friends and my clientele are not. Insert Arbonne. I found that next best exercise. I found that next tool to put into my tool bag to help myself, first of all, and then also my clients see results. So like I said, it's not about me, it's about them. And I'm going to give them the tools that they need to make them successful. So that's why I love Arbonne, because it helped me, it makes sense, and it helps a lot of my people as well.
Yeah, that's awesome. And it kind of leads into my next question. So if you have anything that you want to add, Cody, like how has really adding this Arbonne opportunity enhanced your fitness business, your personal training business?
For the people that I see day to day, not everybody that I train is am I presenting Arbonne to? Is it right there in the back of my mind? 100%. Will they benefit from it? I believe that, yes, 100%. But I'm going to tell you where it's helped my business. It's helped my business from people seeing my clients' results. My client seeing, the one client that I might, two clients that I might have on it, it's like a ripple effect. And so now I'm not only helping my clientele, I'm helping, my clients' sisters, brothers, cousins. Do you know what I mean? And what's really, really, really cool is I've been around the block. I started at a corporate gym in 2002. I've helped hundreds of people. You know what I mean? I pull people out of the woodwork that I trained back in 2002 that, you know, I still see that in the gym, but now they're reaching out to me for Arbonne and reigniting reigniting their goals for fitness, you know? So it's cool to be back in their lives as well as my current clientele.
Yeah.
So
I feel you.
breaking them in.
I feel you. Like I got into, you know, personal training, coaching, all of that, and stayed in it to be able to impact as many lives as I could, right? And have that positive influence on people to get healthy. And, you know, sometimes you don't train a client for 10, 11 years. I guess if you're Cody, then you got a lot of them. No, they stick with you, but sometimes they don't, right? And they move away, or some things happen, some stuff changes. And now, because I have Arbonne in my tool bag, like I'm able to help and work with people that I went to college with in Pennsylvania that now see me and they're like, oh my gosh, I need a trainer. I need help with nutrition, or I need something. And now I have this tool that I can impact so many more people. And what's even cooler is like, you know, I think about like, what is the massive impact that I can have? How can I have the biggest impact and help so many people up their health game and their fitness game, right? Like if I have Cody on my team and I have Lisa on my team, like it's not just my networks now that are impacted. Now Cody gets to impact even more people and Lisa impacts even more people. Like that's a huge reach that I get to have that I can't have in my little town or my area. So I just wanted to add on to that and how it's enhanced my fitness business too. Lisa, do you have anything that you want to add in that realm?
Yeah, I mean, like I said before, I actually became a fitness professional after starting my business because I felt so good. But, you know, as a group fitness instructor, as a personal trainer in the fitness industry, people are looking, they trust you with, you know, their health, and they're looking for stuff anyway. And like you said, like we've all said, we were already recommending stuff anyway. So it only makes sense. So you know, a couple of years, 3-4 years ago, someone came up to me after my class and she was asking for help with nutrition and weight management and all of that. And she was telling me that she was seriously considering going to this camp for 1 week where, granted, she stays there, they cook for her, they give her recipes and education and exercises and all of that. But she was about to spend $16,000 for 1 week of training. And I'm like, wait a minute, I have something that is way more affordable. It's going to give you tips for your life that you're going to use moving forward and helping your family and helping your friends. And it's nowhere near that price. And you can do it over and over and over again. So she is one of my best clients. She orders 300 something worth of products every single month. And I get commission on that every single month, 3 to 4 years later. That's how much, you know, just one person. And you can help so many more people. And when they're, you know, we all know that nutrition is the key when it comes to overall wellness and fitness and weight management, right? So if you're helping your clients and they're plateauing or they're not seeing their results, adding this piece onto it is just, they're going to see those results and they're going to keep coming back for more. And so, of course, you want to add this to your tool belt.
Yeah. Yeah. And you talk about, you know, repeat orders and those type of things. And we're not in this industry to, you know, make millions. You know, most of us are not as fitness professionals. We're in it because our heart's in it and we want to help people, right? But it's a way to be able to make some income. We have to be able to provide for ourselves and our family, right? So being able to have that additional income is okay. People are buying the supplements anyway. It's not a bad thing. And now you know that they're getting the good stuff. So Lisa, this next question for you. So tell me, why were you hesitant to do the 30-day program in Arbonne in the first place? And kind of how do you feel about that now?
Okay, so So number one, I thought I was healthy. I was never a junk food person. I had tried every fad diet in the past, mostly to try to be healthy, not even to lose weight or anything like that. I just wanted to, I thought, everything always said, oh, this is a new thing to be healthy. Not knowing that most of those things were anything but healthy. So that was one reason that I didn't want to do it. The other reason was because I thought I was too good for that, for this industry. I didn't really understand what it was all about. I didn't, I had heard just, of course, things that probably everybody's heard about this industry. And I believed it without actually educating myself. So those are the two main reasons. And actually, it took me a full year before I actually did say yes to you. So I appreciate your patience with that. But anyway, so, even though I thought I was healthy, I thought I knew everything, I had a ton of symptoms that I chalked up to being over 40, being a new mom, being a 40-year-old mom, I had every excuse in the book. And so, but I did it anyway, because I trusted you, Lisa. And I was so glad that I did, because after those 30 days, a lot of those symptoms were gone, or just really, really reduced, so I didn't have that bloating that I didn't realize was not normal. I was able to sleep through the night, not every 2 to 3 hours, waking up. I had energy. I didn't have to take a nap every day. And so I realized that after the 30 days, I didn't need to feel that way. And so if I was feeling this way, how many other people could I help to feel that way? I was feeling like I was back in my 20s again, in my 40s. And that's when I started my group fitness career. And so it's just amazing how just one little thing can change the course of your life.
Right. Yeah. Awesome. Cool. Cody, this one's for you. So what would you tell other fitness professionals that you wish you would have known or listened to sooner?
I would say check your ego. Because like I said before, it is not my journey. You know what I mean? I don't have the best program. It is my job to give my clients the best program for them. Now, is sitting down and writing out program and meal plan and macroing and counting and everything the best? I don't know. It works for some people. It doesn't work for some people. Like I said, remember, I got into this because I saw you having such great success. It took me 4 years, and then I checked my ego out the door. And I'm so glad that I did, because it's been inserted into my life, and it's been inserted to a lot of my clients' life. Not everybody's on the 30-day challenge, but you know what? If they need some protein, I'm going to sell them. I'm going to build value in what I take. You know what I mean? I'm going to tell them why I take it. Why do I do this versus that? You know what I mean? So if I had one thing to say, it would be check your ego, man, because it might not be, again, it's a tool in your tool bag. It's like learning a new exercise. I'm going to learn how to swing a kettlebell so that I can teach my clients when they go to do it, how to do a kettlebell. I'm going to learn how to squat. So when my clients go to do it, they're going to do it. I can teach them how to do it right. You know what I mean? I'm going to take my same thing with nutrition. You know what? You're having trouble with happy hour every Wednesday night with your girlfriend, and you're busy like I am. You have a full-time job, 3 kids, lacrosse, soccer, ballet, gymnastics. You know what I mean? Last thing, you have all the intention in the world to do Monday or to meal plan, but a good Wednesday hits and you know what? You're sick of it. Last thing you want to do is, meal prep. So let me give you my tools that I have that work for me. Let me give you this tool. Let me teach you how to do this simple program. So check your ego. It's not about you.
Yeah. I think that's a really good tip, because I was the same way. It took me a long time to really look at this business. So I was like, I know how to meal plan. I know what I'm doing. Like, it was more like all about me, instead of like, well, what could I give my clients to help them get better results, right? That's what it's really all about. So we're going to talk a little bit about income. Like, if you want to see the income levels, you can visit earnings.arbonne.com. And I'm going to share my screen just for a second. So hopefully, so that you guys can see this, because I want you to be able to see what typical earnings are, what average incomes are for consultants. And so I'm not typical. Cody's not a typical. Lisa's not typical. Most of the people in my circle aren't really typical. They're not average. Like, I don't hang around with a lot of average people. So there are average earnings here that you can see. And I'm not going to spend a lot of time on this, but you can earn as much as you desire. It is all based on the effort and the time that you put in. And everybody starts at the same level, right? On the same playing field, right? You all start with the same opportunity to build your business up as much as you want. So I'm just going to leave this here so that you can see it. I mean, you can make a couple $100 a month or a year to thousands and thousands a month, right? Like the district manager level, you're making $200 to $1,000 a month. Area manager, you're making $1,000 to $4,000 a month. Regional vice president, on average, you're making $4,000 to $10,000 a month. National vice presidents, you're making $22,000 a month. So you can visit this earnings.arbonne.com to be able to see a little bit more about it. I was super hesitant to join this business because I didn't think that you could make any money. I didn't want to be a product pusher. I didn't want to have parties and events and that kind of stuff. I seriously wanted to teach people healthy habits, how to learn what foods like are really helping their health and what foods are sabotaging their health. And Arbonne just fit in for me for that. And then I realized afterwards, like, wow, residual income and building a team, that's amazing. Like I talked about, how much impact could I have on clients and on friends and on people, like to help them better their health? Well, guess what? How much impact can I have by building a team and having other people do the same thing that I'm doing? And we're not just building other people's health, right? And fitness and all of that, but we're also building better wealth for ourselves and teaching other people how to build better wealth for themselves, right? Because the fitness industry is pretty challenging, right? To be able to stay in for a long time and have consistent clients and be able to make a living. There's a lot of people that start in a corporate gym and then they go out on their own and then they don't make it. They don't make it. And we need to find a way to be able to keep good fitness professionals and personal trainers in the business, honestly, and to be able to make a living. So it's hard to talk about money sometimes, but it's also important, especially for personal trainers and fitness professionals, because it's hard sometimes to be able to make a living. There's not that many people that are in the industry for really that long. So do you guys want to touch on, I'll open it up if you want to touch on like the income side of this and residual income. For me, it's like, okay, I train one client. There's only so many hours in a day that I can train a client and be able to make money, right? But if people are enjoying the protein and the fizz and the products and the workout supplements, like all that stuff, I'm getting a residual income from that, right? Whether they're my client or not. And that's just smart business, in my opinion. But Lisa or Cody, do you want to jump in?
Yeah. Oh, go ahead, Cody.
Oh, you got it.
I was just going to say, we kind of touched on it a little bit, but the leveraging of your time, because one thing that we don't realize is that I only get paid for a group fitness when I'm teaching a class. As a personal trainer or any other kind of fitness professional, you actually have to be somewhere for a specific period of time in order to get that, paycheck. Whereas with Arbonne and with other, industries under other companies like this, basically by building a team, by building a relationship with your clients, and being a consultant, recommending products specifically for their needs, and not just to sell products, but to help them to reach their goals. And you get them like my friend, just reordering every month. And so I talked to her once about that thing. And granted, we do talk about it on a regular basis as well. But I mean, that one relationship is now bringing me money in, and I don't have to, I'm not there teaching a class or anything. I'm getting paid just because of that one contact, really. So
leveraging your time. Yep.
Yeah. So, I mean, like we were all talking about, and I think we'll get into this more, but we're all recommending, people are coming to us, asking us for recommendations on products, and we're doing that anyway. The difference is with Arbonne, you actually get paid for it.
Yep.
So
Good. Cody, anything to add?
Residual income is a great thing. I mean, you can't really go onto social media without finding some post about being an entrepreneur, being, finding some residual income, any type of financial success, residual income is up there. I love what I do, but I know that I can't do it forever. Now, being a personal trainer, I don't have, especially owning my own business, I don't have, I don't get paid time off. I'm not paying, I don't have somebody matching a 401k. You know what I mean? So I had just recently went to the last DA, and they had talked about how, Arbonne, in a sense, could be your retirement. And honest to God, I think sometimes the reason why I have stuck around for so long with this company is because in the back of my head, I truly believe that Arbonne will support me one of these days. It might not be anytime soon, but I'm glad that I have that in my back pocket to, as I age and nobody wants to train with an old trainer, then, I have something that I could be very successful at and, add to or replace my income. So that's all residual.
It is. Good stuff. Good stuff. Cody, I'm going to stick.
Finishing my thoughts.
You're good. I'm going to stick with you, Cody. So before you started Arbonne, did you give your clients a meal plan or recommend protein or supplements? Did you do that before, and what do you do now?
Yes. So, and to be honest with you, it makes me feel good about selling what we sell. You know what I mean? Because I did work for corporate fitness, and we did everything. We did a mouth thing. We did something on the arm. You know what I mean?
You made me sell all that as my manager.
Right, we did.
Pushed it.
I can remember going to a function from this corporate company telling us that high fructose corn syrup was okay to give to your clientele. I would build menu plans with Dreyer's ice cream in them. You know what I mean? And it's just something that was computed through the program, because as personal trainers, we're not certified nutritionists. We can recommend and yada, yada. We know all the rules. Outside of that, I would sit down and I write out meal plans, and I still do. And they're good for somebody. I recommend, proteins and calories and stuff, macros and whatnot. And like I said, some people are successful, but remember, we used to have to put it in their hand, but you didn't make a whole heck of a lot of money from it. And you knew that deep down inside that I'm selling this person high fructose corn syrup, you know what I mean? And so now it's easy for me to believe in and easy for me to recommend this stuff because, one, I like it. I see great results from it. I've had lots of clients see great results from it. And, our standards are, I know we're going to talk about that, but our stuff is awesome. And as a strength guy, like I am, I like to lift heavier weights and build muscle. You always worry about, I'm taking this vegan protein. Well, I'll say one thing, that I'm 43 years old and I'm as strong as I need to be. And I am not one bit affected by taking a vegan protein negatively. You know what I mean? So I'm getting all the protein that my body needs. Does that answer your question?
Yeah, and you're a beast. And it's just proof is in the pudding, proof is in our protein, really. Like, you're prime example. I get so many people that think, oh, I have to have whey protein, or I have to have this kind of protein to be able to build muscle. And doing just fine.
So much more involved.
Yeah, a little bit. Yeah.
I like that protein too, Gerardo.
Yeah. Lisa, so The health and wellness dietary supplements industry is a $60 billion industry, right? And actually 80% of the population takes supplements. However, a lot of supplements and pills contain fillers like peanuts and soybeans, garlic, rice, like it's crazy. Some of these, articles that I've been reading with just the fillers, and they don't even have to say that that's in these products. So you love Arbonne's ingredient policy. Tell us a little bit why you like it so much and why you trust these Arbonne products over other products.
Sure. So what I love about Arbonne is there's over 2,000 ingredients that Arbonne does not formulate with. The products are formulated to meet as many standards for certification as possible. We're vegan certified, we're gluten-free, non-GMO, cruelty-free, free of artificial flavors, colors, sweeteners. So, we even go above and beyond European standards, which their standards are way higher than American standards. So what I love about it is I don't have to worry about reading the ingredients. I don't have to worry about what I'm putting on into my body or onto my skin. And better yet, I can trust these products with my daughter and all of those people that I love, because I know that they are safe, they're pure, they're safe, they're beneficial. And I also know that if anybody's allergic to something, I can go on Arbonne's website and do an ingredient search and see if that particular ingredient that they're allergic to is in any of the products. And then I can say, okay, you can't have this, or no, that's okay, you can totally have it. It doesn't have that, whatever it is in there. So I love that about Arbonne. It's the transparency and the strict ingredients policy, science-based, just makes it real simple.
Yep. Awesome. Cool. All right. I want to ask for you guys to share a little bit about your results on the 30-day program. Share a little bit about your results, as well as pick a client or somebody that you really want to share about. I mean, for me, I did this program the very first time when I was 7 months pregnant, and I was working full-time as a banker. I had started my personal training business, so I was working that on the evenings and on the weekends. I had a toddler at home, and I was in my third trimester. I should have been passed out on the couch after doing all that. And I did this 30-day program. My doctor was like, "Oh, these products are amazing. The ingredients are awesome," like what Lisa was saying. And I did this, and I was up until 10:30, 11 every night trying to figure out, like, how do I not go back to the bank, right? How can I make my own businesses work? Like, I had so much energy and I felt so amazing that I just had to share it with other people. For me, it wasn't about, weight loss or weight management or any of like major health issues by any means. It was more the energy that I had when I was so busy and should have been so drained was just life changing. But I'll let you guys speak about your little your testimonies, and pick a client if you want to talk about somebody else. So Lisa, go first.
Okay, so I kind of shared a little bit about my experience already, so I'm not going to go too much more into that, but just from the way I felt to the way I felt 30 days later, it was life changing. That literally, I mean, I know that sounds cliche, but it was life changing. I felt like a different person. I felt like I was back in my 20s, and I was like, oh my goodness, I wish I would have done this earlier, because so much of my life I spent tired. And when you're tired, you can't be your best self. You can't be your best mother. You can't be your best anything. And so, knowing that I didn't have to feel that way, I kind of felt like, I wish I would have known this earlier. So that's kind of my results. My skin was better. I had a whole bunch of skin conditions that I didn't know I had. And I actually forgot about until my daughter started getting them. And I was like, oh, well, we got to look at what you're eating, and maybe give you a probiotic, So that's for me. It changed my life. It changed my health. It changed my family's health. And now I love helping other people change their health. But as far as like my favorite story, the best stories are always the ones that touch your heart. And I didn't know this until later after the fact, but my cousin told me that after being consistent with the 30-day program, she gained enough confidence to leave the house again. And I know that sounds crazy, but I didn't know this either. She had IBS so bad that she was afraid to leave the house. She was a prisoner in her own house because of that health condition that she didn't need to have, and she didn't know that she could take care of. And so, you know, and now she's empowered. She's so grateful. And, you know, it's no longer an issue. She can go wherever she wants. And it's just, that's the main thing that I want to just suggest, is that as a personal trainer, as a fitness professional, your goal, you want to help people. That's why you got into this industry. You didn't do it for the money. You know, there's plenty of other things you can do for the money, right? You want to help people. And when you can see a transformation like that, not even just weight loss, which, you know, weight loss is awesome too, but like changing somebody's life to where they can feel confident to leave their house again, there's nothing better. There's nothing better. And that's when I really realized that that's how important this work is that I do. There's nothing better.
Yeah. Yeah. Love it. Cody.
Oh, so many things I want to say right now. What's the best thing? Results. I had great results. I think I did this for 60 days in the beginning. Day 45 was my money day. You know what I mean? I felt great. I was 40 years old, and I feel like I looked better than what I did in my prime. I felt great. I was strong. But let me tell you what my true result was, is day one is always easy. We're all sitting on the couch on a Sunday night before day one. And it's like we have all this motivation. Day one comes, we have a great day. Day two, maybe even, right? Well, here comes day 6 and 7. Well, am I starting over again at day one? The greatest results is you see them. I saw them quickly, and I have a lot of people who saw them quickly. And so that kind of gives you that first win. And I don't know, it's just because you have that community around, or you made a little bit of an investment to stick to it, but you are getting that first step, and that first step of seeing those results, seeing this, feeling good, seeing that waist shrink a little bit. It's like the momentum's there. And I took that very first step, and then you finish that whole month. And some, you know, a lot of my clients that or friends and family that have done this as well, that they never thought in their they could ever see the results. Do you know what I mean? And so they did these 30 days, and it gives them their first win underneath their belt, and then they can keep that going for as long as they want to. But it gives them the confidence of, hey, do you know what? This isn't so tough after all. It was easy enough for me to do this. What's the next step? Do you know what I mean? So those are the results that I like best, that I like to hear when I have somebody to do this program. Everybody pretty much loses weight in my case from the people that I've had on it. But I love the fact that it gives them that first win underneath their belt, and they realize that, hey, you know what? This isn't so tough. I can do this whole clean eating, healthy, whole nutrition thing. You know what I mean?
Right. Because how many times put somebody on a plan and they're going strong for a few days or a week, and then it's just, and
day one's easy.
Bringing them back up again. And this one, it's amazing how quickly so many people just feel better, like right away. Like, I don't know about you, but when I'm doing like a fitness assessment with somebody, I talk about like, okay, here's the workout plan and the exercises and the stuff that we're going to do, you know, fitness wise. But I'm like, please, let's get control of your nutrition first, because when you can feel amazing within the first week, you're going to have the energy to be able to go to the gym and be able to work out and be able to see those results that you're wanting to, instead of killing yourself in the gym and not being able to see those results and then saying, well, this doesn't work, and throwing in the towel and then trying to start over and over again. So love it. And I love your passion. Both of you guys, I love your passion. Thank you so much for joining. I have one last, just, I don't know if it's a question, but Lisa, I'll start with you. Just, I know Arbonne has changed your life. It's changed so many other lives, like with the products, with our 30-day program and beyond, and the business. Just tell us, if you could just speak to whoever you want to speak to that's listening out there, like, why should they jump in on this and join us? And, what do you have to say to them?
Sure. Well, I would say, number one, I said no to Arbonne for a full year because I had a closed mind. That's common. But there's really nothing more expensive than a closed mind. And I've learned that. And after saying yes to this opportunity, my life changed in so many ways for the better. My health, my family's health got better. And now I found a job that I'm really passionate about. I get paid based on my effort and not some arbitrary salary schedule that some corporate person put out there. I get paid based on what I do, and I love having that control. I'm not a desk person. I realize that. I'm not one that works well under other people and being told what to do. But I will work really hard for myself. And the other thing that we haven't really talked about is that doing this business, the community, the people that you are working with are life givers. They're hope dealers. That's your license plate, Lisa. They encourage you to be the best version of yourself. People who are entrepreneurs, out of the box thinkers, dreamers, people who want to see everybody succeed. And people who lead with vision and with heart. And so people who want to help people, which is, guess what? Us, right? So there's just not enough that I can say about this. I have more choices and flexibility with my time. I can be present for my daughter and attend all of her school and sporting events. So, I mean, it's a no-brainer. It really is. I'd say, stop having the closed mind. What could go wrong? Literally, like, if it goes wrong, oh, well, move on to the next thing, but don't let fear drive you. Let your dreams and your hopes and your vision drive you, because there's nothing worse than, yes, right, Tracy? There's nothing worse than living a life that somebody else wants you to live. And I did that for way too long. So.
Yeah. Awesome. Love it. Cody.
I'll approach this with the same thoughts that I have, the same thoughts I still have, to this day. What do you have to lose? It is literally $49 to sign up, to own your own business. You're going to recommend products anyway. You're going to be building nutrition plans. And, you might be thinking, oh, I'm not going to promote this stuff. I'm not going to sell this stuff. You know what? Then that's your bad. Because like I said before, you are not, it might not be for everybody, but it's going to be for somebody. Give yourself another tool in your tool bag. Give yourself another option. And like I said, it's a $49 tool. I spent thousands on certifications and degrees and yada, yada, yada. This is a $49 tool that I just put into my tool bag that I've probably helped more people with Arbonne than I'm sitting down for countless hours writing menu plans. So I checked that ego out the door a long time ago.
Yeah. I think that checking the ego thing is the biggest thing. I really thought that I was too good for this business. And I talked to so many people that they think that they're too good for this, or especially in the fitness industry, and that it might ruin your credibility. Like, do the research, take a look at it, like understand the certifications that we do have, the ingredient policy that we have, this community, right? As entrepreneurs and fitness professionals, we have to have the continuing education. We have to go to these places and get the training, right? You get that with Arbonne. You get people pouring into you, speaking life into you, giving you actual tangible tools to be able to use to help others, right? You're getting all of that when you become a consultant. These products, this 30-day program, I don't know how many people we hear in this business say that those products will change your health, but this business will change your life. Like, look at where you want to be in the next year, 3 years, 5 years. Look then also 10 years, 20 years down the road. Cody said, who wants to be training with some old out of touch like trainer, right? Like nobody's going to be coming to you when you're like old and can't do as much, right? They want somebody who knows what they're doing. When you can jump into this business and use it as a tool, be able to create a team yourself, right? As a trainer, we want to be able to create a team of other trainers and other people that we can trust to be able to recommend to our clients. I don't know about you, but I got a chiropractor and a massage therapist and all these people in my back pocket that I recommend for my clients to be able to go see and to use, right? Now I'm building a team of other people that are able to recommend like amazing things that work for them and that are going to work for your clients. It's life changing. Like I always said, if people could just see what I see, and if they understand residual income and understand how this business works and building a team, you would run through a brick wall and you would work so freaking hard to be able to build this business as big as you possibly can, because not only is the income amazing, but the community that you're building is amazing. The impact that you're having on other people is amazing. Like your reach is just so much bigger, and it's doing something that you absolutely love, and it's not killing your body, it's not hurting your body, it's helping you stay young and being around other like-minded people. Like, you got to get in this. Like, if you're contemplating it at all, like, stop it. Like, check your ego at the door and get into this business, because it's changing your life and so many other people's lives. And the only regret I have is just not starting sooner. But the best time to start, if I didn't start yesterday, is to start right now, right? I can't change the past, but I can change the future. And I just invite you to seriously take a look at this. If you want more information about the income, about the different levels, about the community, about the products, about the business, then get with the person that sent you this video or talk to us, and we would be happy to share with you our experiences and what we love about this program and see in this business, and see if this is a right fit for you, because God, you can tell that we love it and we just want to share it with everybody. So I thank you guys so much, and really appreciate your time. Like, thank you to Lisa. Thank you to Cody for sharing. I am going to stop the recording, but if you guys have questions, if you are watching this later, just reach out to us and we are happy to help. So thank you guys so much, and we really appreciate you all.